And do so. Without much ado, we'd like to acknowledge the presence of our SKÅL, the old Bombay Club, 144. We have with us today, and it's a privilege to call upon Mr. Mickey Mehta. And I'll also request our president, Dr. Batra, to show some love in his own words, like he always does.
Welcome, sir. Such a pleasure to have you over and to have your members as well. Thank you for being with us.
I reciprocate the invite that SKÅL Mumbai South has sent us. And on behalf of my board, we are having an event tomorrow at the forum. So I would request your board members also to please. This is an invitation from the president. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for being with us. Thank you to all the members. I know tomorrow we have a South Korean meeting as well. So it's going to be a busy day. Thank you. So we have our member and my friend Mickey Mehta, who is a fabulous expert. So we welcome Mickey. Mickey, where are my flowers? I brought you some flowers. We'll have to do what the politicians do, take the flower back and give it back to you. We'll have to take the bouquet back and give it back to you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mickey, and thank you for...
Now, in turn, I'll give it to 20 women tomorrow.
And tomorrow they will die, you have to give it today. And you have to give it tonight. So, the subject of Mickey's talk, and you know, Mickey is an excellent speaker, he's a fabulous holistic guru, and my guru. As far as health goes, we are so privileged to have him here. I'm sure you all will benefit from his talk today. His talk is actually going to be on how to remain young forever. And that is why he spoke. And that is why he spoke about the roses and to how many different women he's going to present them tonight. So over to Mickey and God bless. Thank you.
Well, thank you very, very much. Lady, you may please have a seat behind. Some old friends here. So, okay, may I please request all of you to have your cells switched off so that I can turn your cells switched on, your physical cells. Do I really need to talk on whether reversing of age is possible at 64 the way I look? Do I need to prove it? Okay, it is possible. It is possible. And yes, of course, the veteran, the stalwart, my guru is here also. That's what I'm saying. So my goalpost, my benchmark, now whenever I look at him, makes me feel a little short of everything that I have. So, okay. So, you know, people say that we grow old. But it's so that we don't grow at all. We become old. When we stop growing, we become old. We don't grow old. Why do we stop growing? You know why? Because something which is most fundamental to health is breath. Most fundamental. You can do without everything, but you can't do without breathing. So there is conscious breathing and there is subconscious breathing, which is your second nature. Typically, second nature happens through your clavicle. You do breathe very shallow. But if you are in the training and know and the discipline of conscious breathing every day as a discipline, then your second nature breathing also will be deep and abdominal, not clavicle. In Japanese language, it is called tanden breathing, where the stomach waves and comes back and drops back. Return to repose. Tanden breathing typically happens naturally when you are asleep. But when you are awake clinically, most of us aren't awakened otherwise, but when you are awake clinically, we breathe in and we pull the stomach inside. That's not the way it should be. As you breathe out, your stomach should come in naturally. And the joint of your navel and an imaginary joint of your anus apparatus should meet at a point. So that is called Mooladhar Bandh. That triggers an energy response of fight, flight, fornicate and feed. So it makes your procreation strong, it makes your guts strong, it makes your response to risk strong, and you remain in all awareness condition always. You don't make blunders when you are in crisis. So there is no chaos, there is creativity. So if your breathing is good and disciplined every day, then 24/7 you are the master of your breath. Your pulse is on every breath, and so is your thought under control, and so is your spoken word and done behavior. It goes that far. Number two, we always talk about exercise. I would say exercise and workouts are the lowest denomination terminology given to this. Because exercise is not a physical activity which should take you to exhaustion, fatigue. A good optimal movement therapy, the movement which becomes therapeutic, which charges your battery, charges your electromagnetic field, जिसको हम हिंदी में विद्युत कहते हैं, विद्युत की जाल फैलाता है. The movements, they work like a dynamo and they increase the energy, the enthusiasm and the endocrine function within you. So the second is movement. Now what happens is when you do optimal movement therapy, you do constitution specific, you do medical needs specific, you do health objective specific. Nobody does what everybody does. Nobody should be doing what everybody does, because it is so customized. So when we do programs for people, we do very much customized, individualized and personalized. So age group specific, gender specific, environment specific, occupation specific. Can you imagine to what detailing we do so that you get maximum outcome from whatever therapies that you do? So optimal movement therapy. Then coming to food, very, very important to keep you young always. So as much optimal movement therapy challenges you in a calibrated way, that creates hunger pangs. And you must eat only when you are hungry, not because the food is served at 5:30. I'm just joking. So, whenever you are hungry and if you eat, it is said, it is a hyperbolic figure of speech, that even Amavish becomes Amruta, which means even poison becomes the elixir of life, because you can digest it well. Which is why when you are completely famished and hungry, whatever food is served, you eat, relish and you enjoy. You don't do nakras. So food typically, I would say what nourishment is. That is passe. That could be communal, regional, habitual, junk. But nourishment is all encompassing. Nourishment typically starts nourishing the body by food. Food and philosophy comes at number 11. Now what comes from 1 to 10? You'll be surprised. Sunshine, soaking yourself in the sunshine. Let serotonin release in your body and followed by endorphins to begin with. And typically when the trees, when the vegetation switches in the Brahma Muhurat from giving out carbon dioxide in the night to give out oxygen in the morning, typically that is the time your body awakens in its senses. And not just that, it comes to the level of Jagruti, which is said that when you wake up in Brahma Muhurat, you don't get up in the morning, you wake up. Jagruti happens, Sajagta happens, Sakshi Bhav happens. And that is the time you get connected to the intelligentsia, the cosmos, the universe in its entirety. And you predominantly understand the action, behavior, attitude, thought of every human, every animal, the characteristics and personalities of a rock, a mountain, a stream, a tree, a bird, a bee. And that is the kind of oneness that you get integrated with. So what comes first? Sun comes first, breath comes next. Then visuals, infinite lawns, trees, open sky, visuals, the expanse of the eternity and infinity. You know, they become you because you look at them, you become them. You become one with them. And then the elements of the earth, the gravity, then the water, the air, fire. So these 5 things nourish you first. Then a good massage nourishes you. I take it every day. Sometimes morning and evening. A good workout nourishes you. Movement nourishes you. Then spoken, chosen words of compassion and creativity nourish you. And on the opposite, silence nourishes you. When you're completely silent, you're listening and you're getting nourished, you're just absorbing every bit of it. All information, energy and information from around you. And you're absorbing it, you're nourishing, getting nourished. Right? A small prayer of puja, of optimism and attitude of optimism nourishes you. A hug, a pat on somebody's back nourishes you. Then most importantly, sharing nourishes you. We have literally done experiments with people who are extremely confused. They ought to have heart trouble sometime in life. Ought to have. And we made those people big saints with big pains. We made those people do conscious charity with heart and not mechanically. And within 6 months of doing the other things, they have let go on the hypertension medicines. Because they learn to give and share, so flow happens. Once outwardly flow happens, nothing is blocked inside. Because there is mental and emotional equanimity. So body responds to equanimity and heart relaxes. So that is also very important.
Can you repeat the last sentence?
Your body responds to the sense and the awareness of giving, and that sense of equanimity, the fulfillment of that emotion relaxes your heart, calms, tranquilizes it. So at number 11, food comes. So by law we tell people that these are all made by me. I say vegetables cleanse you. Shuddhikaran, don't say detox, it's a nonsensical word. Because it's a very shallow word, very lower denominator. So vegetables cleanse you, fruits heal you, nuts, fruits, seeds, nuts, dry fruits, seeds, they fortify you, and sprouts, and herbs heal you. Okay? The golden hour for eating food for the peak of digestion in Pitta Kal is between 10 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon, and ideally around the time when the sun is at the peak. Now that is the time your biggest meal of the day should be there. Ideally your morning should be empty. If not, fruits will do, if not, sprouts will do, if not, vegetable juices, salads, nariyal pani, all that will do. But try not to put cooked food inside your body, because when cooked food goes inside and there is a residual waste, garbage within your stomach yet, so that digestion stops, new digestion starts. Then when you put something inside for lunch, that digestion stops, the old digestion stops, and the lunch digestion starts. When you have tea, coffee and biscuits, 5 o'clock at Skal, then the lunch digestion stops and the tea biscuits starts. Then when you sit and have dinner, the tea biscuit digestion stops and the dinner digestion starts. No digestive process ever goes through its complete cycle of 8 hours. So there is a 8-hour cycle. Okay? And in our body, our body responds to the circadian rhythm of the cosmos, cosmic rhythm, bioclocks, and the day is divided into 4, 4 पहर. तो 2 पहर में भोजन सबसे उत्तम पचता है. 2 पहर. शाम को soup, salad if you are hungry. but close to sunset, before sunset, very important. So that's about food. I always say that food influences your mind, that impacts your attitude, that translates in your spoken words and behavior. So can you see food is responsible for your evolution? So now what you put in your mouth is what you become literally. Now there are some foods that you eat which will go inside and come out. If not every day, it will come out on the third day, fourth day, residual. But it will come out without creating an impression on your mind and your soul. And if at all it creates an impression, it will be of the opposite, diametrically opposite kind, which means agitation, jittery, temperamental, jealousy, envy. So I could say pride, anger, lust, envy, gluttony, avarice, sloth. Your food could translate into that. Or your food could translate into sattva gun, bhavna, karuna, kriya, karma, sanskriti. So, you know your 8 angs of yoga, which we say, yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dhyan, dana, samadhi, they take you on the ladder of evolution. And this lethargy in exercise, no breathing, bad food, bad rest, bad recreation, takes you towards entropy, the universal tendency of orderliness breaking into disorderliness. Right from the time 14.8 billion years ago, when we were a speck of a chemical notice on the rim of a volcano, from that point to today, we become human beings who are conscious. So we've evolved. So that speck of chemical was called chemolitho-autotrophic hypothermophilia. Chemolitho-autotrophic hypothermophilia. Now from that point to this point, we've become human beings whose consciousness can rise higher than gods or fall below animals. We are on the ladder. So are we climbing the ladder every day or are we slipping? We got to find out. And it's very obvious most of us are living in ignorance. So we are slipping and sliding down the ladder. You climb the ladder when your life is full of awareness, sajagta, jagruti, sakshi bhav. Otherwise, avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha, they all kill you, they annihilate you completely. So time, matter, space, light, motion, mass, causation, effect, which are the forces of entropy, they cause disorder, degeneration, disintegration, decay, death. Death and disease shouldn't be your destiny. It's a disgrace if disease is your destiny. Humans shouldn't die to disease. That's not your destiny. You should pass away and choose to breathe the last consciously with a smile, transform, transmigrate, reform, transcend, but not die to disease. So what is transform, transmigrate? Transform is you get transformed with your ichha with you. You become the colors on a butterfly's wings. You become the sweetness of fruits. You become the fragrance of flowers. Or you simply choose to disappear into the cosmos and become an eternal witness of the dance and the destruction, creation and destruction. The ultimate Sakshi Bhava. 6 हो गए भाई साहब. अगर we can continue next time, I don't mind. Whenever, अगर कोई नहीं आता तो मुझे बुला लेना. So we should thank Kurush Dalal. Yeah, I watched this back. So, gentlemen, just was, I always do this at the end of all my signing off. I say, because this is really an eye-opener, that's the way we should be. 10 commandments of wellness. Commandment number 1, let religion be number 1, because religions divide, wellness unites. Commandment number 2, join Mickey Mehta's wellness revolution for human evolution, not for weight loss from stomach, butts and thighs. Commandment number 3, the best exercise for strong biceps is to uplift the poor. Commandment number 4, the best exercise for strong shoulders is to take responsibilities of the underprivileged. Commandment number 5, for strong legs, be rooted in humility to be better rooted in humanity. And then you can sleep every night with a wish to heal yourself and wake up every morning with a promise to heal the world. And then you can get energized, maximize, optimize, naturalize, internalize, eternalize, revolutionize, humanize, immunized. With Dr. Mukesh Batra, you get mesmerized. And with Skal, you get Mickey Mehta. Many people say many things.
Because
Yeah.
it spikes your sugar level.
So what happens? It's natural fructose, it's utilized. It doesn't hurt. Fruits heal you. Yeah, but if you're diabetic, you cannot sit with 12 mangoes. If you have a mango a day, 2 mangoes, little days, activity, herbal teas, sleep well, massage, nothing.
Don't overdo it.
Yeah. You know, the markers of diabetes today are, fidgeted with so much to sell more medicines. They've constantly brought down the entry-level medicine point.
Sorry, but what do you say of 1 meal a day? A lot of people actually want
Not good for everyone. Not good for everyone. You have to see whether it suits your constitution, whether it suits your medical concerns, whether it suits your objectives. It may not. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much. Cheers.